ain't gonna be personal? You think I'm gonna let them doubt y'all and it ain't gonna be personal?
It's personal for real. Don't want to hear no more talking. Let's do it. How about it?
You got to feel that energy inside of you that we're coming.
Oh, my! Touchdown, Colorado!
All you want is an opportunity to win. And darn it, I'm gonna give you that.
I don't know, y'all. I thought I was hosting a morning show, but I think it just turned into prime time.
Yeah.
Give it up for our guy, Coach Prime.
There we go.
Oh, yes.
Almonds.
Who's joining us on behalf of California Almonds, because being prime is all about eating right.
Eating right, looking right, feeling
Look good,
right.
feel
Skin,
good.
This skin ain't no makeup. This me. What's up?
Absolutely.
This me. That's right. That's what California almonds do to you. Our recovery is unbelievable, baby.
Coach Prime, how we feeling? How we doing?
I'm feeling real good.
Okay, I want to dive in personal agenda.
Let's go.
I'm a diehard Giants fan, in case you didn't know.
Okay.
We need a quarterback.
And?
You had the son, Deion Sanders. Our Mel Kiper Jr. has him as the top-ranked quarterback in
Hey,
his
he
draft
should.
class.
You said it like it was a surprise.
I'm just wondering.
You said it like it's a surprise.
I'm just wondering what would be a good landing spot for Shador.
Whatever. I'm going to put
Thank
this in,
you.
I'm gonna put this in-
Co-sign.
I'm going to put this in God's hands. Because sometimes we desire things that ain't right for us.
Yep.
So whether he goes 1, 2, or 3, he's exceeded all expectations.
Yeah.
We wasn't praying for one.
Yeah.
We were praying that, we want to go in the first round in the pros.
Yeah.
Now he allowed me to understand that he wants to top his daddy. So his daddy was,
gotta go 1
his daddy was the 5th pick.
Yeah.
So he wants to go 1 through 4.
Right.
I don't know. I'm a praying woman right now. I feel like it's
You go ahead.
God's will that he should be in New York, that biggest stage.
That's a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the question always comes down to, Cam, what's your deal with Shador?
Yeah.
Right? And you know how I feel about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I feel about Shiloh. You know how I feel about Shador. Can you really give us the take, right, for your protection of you're not doing anything different than any other father would do?
Well, I'm a black father. That's
Yes,
different. we haven't seen him in that role get glorified and get magnified
Yeah.
for being there.
Yes, sir.
So that's the case. Not only that, I'm a hands-on father with a lot of understanding on where my son is going. I was there for 14 years. I worked for the NFL Network for another 14, 15. I know what I'm doing in that field, and I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody in that sport. So,
Why is it that it's a problem? Because Shador said, look, I didn't know it was a problem to have your dad in your life. I didn't know it was a problem for your parents to want what's best for their child. Normally, that's what we do. We try to do everything
It's
we
us.
possibly can to put our kids in the best position. Right. If they can't get a scholarship, we pay for them to go to college.
well, it was a problem for LeVar Ball. It's a problem for LeBron.
Yeah.
It's a problem for Prime. Who else is it a problem for? Because I don't see it other places, but I see it on this side. I'm just being the father that God called me to be. Don't get mad at me because I'm there. You're supposed to clap right there, and that was a moment.
But you've always been that time.
Right.
We went to the hall together, and you got there late because you were playing football games
Right.
all the way from Dallas.
I was Coach Prime before they knew I was Coach Prime.
You were.
So that's what I was doing, playing ball and coaching my kids and just mentoring and loving on these other kids, like what Cam does with his 7-on-7 teams.
Yes, sir. Like this is my question to you, Coach, because it's like, do you think you'll be a better coach without the emotional attachment, or how does that look like for you in the locker room moving forward?
It's not that I would be a better coach. That now I think is a lot of more freedom because I'm not playing two roles. I'm playing one singular role. Just the best head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes I can be. I don't have the aspect of worrying about a son now.
Yeah.
A sons. So I don't have to, I'm looking at him, but I'm checking Shiloh. I'm looking at him, but I'm checking Shador. No. Now I'm just, and don't forget about Bucky because he got the camera. He looking at all of us. So now I'm really just loving on these other kids and just trying to be there for them in every aspect of life. So I think it's going to make me a better coach in
And you
that
brought
aspect.
in Marshall Falk.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we did.
I like that move.
But this is the first
Andre Garrett.
And he already has Warren Sapp. Let's not forget that.
time. This is the first time that you're going to actually coach a game. Well, 1 year you coached. I think 1 year for Jackson State, you didn't have Shador.
No. You're right. The last game in Colorado last season, I didn't have Shador in our last game. Shador has started every game in high school,
Right.
every game in college except one, and he's prepared for this next level and this journey that he's about to go. And I think he's the most equipped. He's had Cam, the 7 different offensive coordinators.
Yes, sir.
And a line that was always criticized and scrutinized, but he still stood and delivered. I think he's the best one for the job for any city, and he's the most equipped. Oftentimes we draft these quarterbacks that been on these elite teams. Now they get in a situation where it's not as conducive to their success.
For sure.
And they choke. He's always been up under criticism. He's always been scrutinized. He's never had the best up, but he's made the best up. So I think he's the most
That
qualified.
last name is what draws the criticism.
That last name is just like Sharp and Smith, Molly, and Cam. Our names just make people have you got to have an opinion. When they say something about us, there's always an opinion associated with it. That means we're provoking change, and I like that.
Let me chime in with a statement and then a question. First of all, statement. You brought up LeBron James. You brought up LeVar Ball. You brought up yourself. The one thing that I want to say is that in this nation, on too many occasions, we've lamented black fathers, the absence of black fathers and all of this other stuff. So I find it very, very ironic that when that's not the case with those 3 men that I mentioned, all of a sudden it's a problem. In other words, y'all won't say it, I'll say it.
Say it.
Those in America who think differently, you kiss our ass. That's number one.
I ain't saying that. Steve ain't said that. I ain't saying that.
Let's get that out the way right now.
Prove that. They said that.
I said not you. That was me. That was Stephen A. Smith.
I'm letting all my sponsors know I ain't say that.
That's right. Now, having said that, let me say this to you. The question about Shador, they talk about his poise, his moxie.
Yeah.
Cool under pressure, ice water in his veins, all of that kind of stuff. They do question his arm strength.
How?
And it's good. This is what I'm just telling you what they say.
But I'm saying
comparing him to Cam Ward, for example, in terms of the first quarterback being taken in the draft. They say arm strength and they say mobility. To that, those 2 question marks, you say what about your son on the next level?
Don't make sense. I don't think he's ever been questioned in a game with the strength of his arm. Shador is highly accurate. I think he's at the highest completion percentage in college football last year and has never slipped down below, I think, 68% completion percentage in his whole tenure as a college athlete. And what was the second one?
The mobility.
Mobility, his escapability is tremendous. No, he's not. He's not Lamar. He's not that, but he can get out of the pocket and give his line more time. He's done that a numerous amount of times. But the main thing, Stephen, he's smart.
Yes.
God, he's smart. He understands the game. He takes the level of his teammates. We've always got into a situation where we took nothing and turned it into something. That's just who we are.
As a football player, what are you most proud of about him? His
character.
Ability or intelligence or character?
His character.
That's where I was going.
His character. Because when I ain't looking, I know who he is. When I'm not there, I know who he is. When the game is on the line, I know who he is. When the lights are on him and everybody's praising and clapping for him, I know who he is. He's going to be consistently who he is. Now, he has some swagger. He inherited that.
Yes.
All that. Matter of fact, he bought me this for my birthday. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what it is, but they told me it was expensive. I promise you, I'm not a watch guy. I don't know what it is, but I do.
A pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. 7 yards the pick up there. 3 yards remain for second down. Fitzpatrick now. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to next. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And a big 32-yard play on third. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
That's what it is, baby. That's
And
what
he
it
will
is.
score. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. So the two-point capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.